Okay, let's talk about pronunciation. This is not intended to be, talk about every single thing, but it is designed to try to get you as proficient uh, as possible in a short amount of time to sound fluent. That's what I mean. To sound have very good pronunciation, enough to read the Watchtower, for example, at the meetings. So first thing to keep in mind is we have only 5 vowels in Spanish. A, E, I, O, and U. They are A, E, I, O, U. And they do not change. They are always the same. A, I, O, U. You might, okay, I didn't say we're going to get into the nitty gritty, be perfectionists, but if we want to be perfectionists, just remember the O is always O. It's not like O in English. O. No, it's O. Same thing with the A. A. It's not A like in English. It's A. But if you pronounce them a little different, it's okay. You'll still sound okay. You'll still sound good. So the first letter of the alphabet is A. La A. Next is La B. So let's practice this. Practice with me. Ba, be, bi, bo, bu. Again. Ba, be, bi, bo, bu. It's pretty much the same as in English. Perhaps a little bit softer. And I decided to put the uve, the Spanish V, next to the ba because they're the same letter. Be and uve, they sound the exact same in pretty much everywhere in Latin America. So it's ba, be, bi, bo, bu. Same pronunciation. So now we have the very first letter that will have a change in pronunciation. Notice the red. Got red here and red here. These two. This is going to be a soft C. That's la letra C. A, B, C. So C is soft before an E or an I, or an A or an E. So we have Ka, Se, Si, Ko, Ku. Now repeat with me. Ka, Se, Si, Ko, Ku. Okay? If we want to have a hard K sound, or Ka in Spanish, we change it for a Q, a QU. Ka, Ke, Ki, Ko, Ku. So Ka, Ke, Ki, Ko, Ku. The same sound as the letter Ka in Spanish, or the K in English. What if we want to go the other way and we want to make a S sound? We change the C for a Z, which is the same sound. Sa, Se, Si, So, Su. Okay? Sa, Se, Si, So, and Su. Okay, our next letter is Se, H. Actually, two letters, Se and H. This is Ch. Cha, Che, Chi, Cho, and Chu. Repeat with me. Cha, Che, Chi, Cho, Chu. Okay, now we have the letter De. It's pretty much like in English, but softer. In fact, sometimes it's pronounced more like like in the, the. But it's kind of in between. So it's da, de, di, do, do. I say it by putting my tongue on the back of my teeth. Da, de, di, do, do. Then we have the F, just like it's in English. Fa, fe, fi, fo, fu. Repeat with me. Fa, fe, fi, fo, fu. Now we have another letter that changes sound. La letra G. So the G is pronounced before a or an E, and before a, o, and u, it's g. It's hard, just like is in English when it's hard. But when it's soft, it's always h, like an English H. Ga, he, hi, go, gu. Repeat with me. Ga, he, hi, go, gu. So if we want to make the he sound hard, we put a U, a silent U. This U is not pronounced, okay? But only, just like with the Q. The Q and the G, before E or an I, it is silent. Ga, ge, gi, go, gu. Ga, ge, gi, go, gu. Now if we want it soft, we use the la jota. Ha, he, hi, ho, hu. So you see words that will change the ending, and if it changes from an E to an A, for example, you gotta change it for a J. Ha, he, hi, ho, hu. Ache. Do not pronounce this letter, ever. Please, don't do it. It's only pronounced in words of foreign origin, which there are very few in Spanish that normally names, like, you know, someone's named Herbert or something like that. But it's pronounced just like as if there were no vowel. I mean, no consonant. So like that's why I write it like this: A, E, O, U. You write an H, same thing. A, E, O, U. People who pronounce the H in certain words, they're pronouncing wrong. Period. That's all I can say. Okay, so the next letter is la letra I. La I. And after I comes Jota. We pronounce the Jota like in jalapeno, right? It's like H sound. Ha, he, ho, hu. Never, this word, this letter and the G, they're not J. They're ha, he, ho, hu. And with the G, it's just before the A and the he, he. Like here. I jumped again. Ha, he, ho, hu. Same pronunciation. This letter, la ka, it's not hardly used in Spanish, but there's a few words like kilo, kilogramo. But anyhow, it's pronounced just like in English, ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. But normally they will use this hard C, ka, ko, and ku, and otherwise they will use a Q, QU, for K and ki. But this letter is used sometimes, normally in names. That's normally where you will see it. Okay, anyhow, enough with the history lessons. La, le, li, lo, lu is la letra L. And then we have doble L. And this is pronounced like a Y. Ya, ye, yi, yo, yus. A small side note, it's also kind of j, ja, je, ji, jo, ju, depending where the person's from. But just pronounce it like a Y, you're fine. Ya, ye, yi, yo, you. Right? Okay, M-A. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu. Repeat with me. Ma, me, mi, mo, mu. N-A. Na, ne, ni, no, and no. Na, ne, ni, no, no. Same as in English. You put the little thing above it, and it's nye, like NY, like it's in canyon, kind of nasally. Nya, nye, ni, nyo, new. Repeat with me. Nya, nye, ni, nyo, new. Then we have la letra O. O. Back to the consonants. La letra P. Pa, pe, pi, po, pu. Pa, pe, pi, po, pu. It's a little softer than in English, but it's basically the same pronunciation. Like we said, la ku, it's pronounced ke, ki, right? Usually you find Q-U-A, Q-U-A, Q-U-E. Ke, ki. Sometimes you will see Q-A, Q-O, Q-U, and that's just ka, ko, and ku. but you hardly find that. Hence, K key. That's what you normally will find with the Q. 99.9% time. Ere. Ere is pronounced R at the beginning of a word. So ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Don't fret if you can't pronounce that perfectly. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. If it's between letters, in a word, it's normally not rolled. Ara, ere, iri, oro, uru. So you still flip your tongue and touch the top of your palate. Ara, ere, iri, oro, uru. If you want to be a perfectionist like me. But it does, it's good to try to pronounce this letter the way it should be. If it's rolled, one of the rules, there are others, we won't get into them, but the main rule is if it's double R, it'll be rolled, even though it's not the beginning of the word. So it's arra, erre, iri, oro, uru. Okay? So if it's double R or at the beginning of the word, it's most definitely rolled. Most other places it's not. Ese. It's pronounced like in English. Sa, se, si, so, su. Sa, se, si, so, su. Te. Te is pronounced like the letter T in English. Ta, te, ti, to, and tu. U. Letra U. Now remember ube? Ube is pronounced like be. So it's ba, be, bi, bo, and bu. Right? Repeat with me. Ba, be, bi, bo, bu. They're the same pronunciation. There are some places that do differentiate. So if you pronounce it like in English, you're also okay. That's also correct English. But 99% of the people you will find will pronounce these two letters the exact same. W. Wa, we, wo, wu. Don't have to do this much because there's like 3 words in Spanish that have a W. There's probably more. But you hardly will ever in your whole life find a word with a W. It's just not a Spanish letter. Although there's a couple words that do have it. X. X is pronounced x, like xa, xe, xi, xo, xu. Xa, xe, xi, xo, xu. Very few what do you call them? Exceptions. Mexico, that's one of very few exceptions, but normally it's xa, xe, xi, xo, and xu. Y is ya, ye, yi, yo, you, just like double L. Ya, ye, yi, yo, you. And then zeta, sa, se, si, so, su. It's pronounced like a S. Don't buzz it. Sa, se, si, so, su. Just like S. Okay? Just like S. Sa, se, si, so, su. And that's, remember we interchange the Z sometimes with the C if we need that soft sound before different vowels. So sa, se, si, so, and so. Hope that helps. Have a good one.